from Renew Me. I'd like to just thank you all so much for subscribing, because my YouTube channel has started to take a little bit more momentum now, that people are starting to share the videos and starting to talk to other people about the videos that I'm doing here. And I really hope that you do that, because the more you share the videos, the more people are going to get to know what's going on, and the more videos I'm going to be able to do. But that's my main thing that I wanted to say today, was thank you so much. Now today I'm going to do a video on lifting these lines here. I call them the marionette lines. Now I've had somebody ask me to do a video on this, and yes, certainly I can, because I do work on these lines all the time. Now basically the way to do this, the way that I personally have developed it, is you need to put your fingers here and anchor your fingers. I'm always talking about anchoring. So anchor your pointer finger there, to place your finger in this area right in the middle of the cheek, and then of course just tuck the other finger, your ring fingers, just tuck those fingers just underneath your cheekbone. So basically the way we do this is we lift our nose. Now I know this is a really funny face, but nobody can see us doing this. Maybe your partner or your husband can see it, but you can't even see it, you're doing it, unless you do it in front of a mirror, so it doesn't matter. So we can make faces. So we pop this back here again, under here. Now as you're lifting and isolating the nose muscle, so you're using this muscle here to lift, and only this area here. Okay, so like you're saying yuck, yuck. It's like you're screwing your nose up. So that's the action. So now, as you're lifting your nose muscle, what I want you to do with these fingers is to pull downwards. And now that action of pulling downwards is very much the same as when you're in the gym and you're lifting weights. It's the weight that causes the resistance. So when you're doing facial exercises, of course, it's your fingers that cause resistance. So you need to pull that down as you're doing it. Now, as you're doing this, just imagine the muscle lifting upwards. So imagine this muscle here becoming smooth and lifted, and it will give you a beautiful lift. I want you to start off with 50, but when you do it, really squeeze it up. Really squeeze that up. And as you're squeezing, use your ring fingers as resistance. Okay, now it might look like it's going to cause more wrinkles, but it doesn't, because I've been doing that exercise for, oh, I don't know, probably about three or 4 months, and certainly it doesn't cause any problems at all. So if you want to start off, just use your forefingers here and just isolate this muscle along here. Try not to wrinkle your eyes, because the reason why I get you to hold and isolate this area is because when you're scrunching up, you do tend to wrinkle your eyes. And if you do that consistently, it will cause wrinkles around your eyes, and that's what we want to avoid. So if you want to try just here, just smoothing that out and just lifting. And also you'll feel this muscle here lift as well. And that's not such a bad thing, because that will help also smoothing out those lines that we have there, we tend to have here from frowning and thinking and living daily and all the other things that go on in life. That all of that happens here. So try it again. Just isolate it this way, and you can see how it's stretching out those lines. So once you get used to doing that little action, then try this. Okay? Now squeezing takes a little bit to get used to, but I want you to start off with 50 of them, and then work your way up to about 150 of them a day. If you're working other muscles, just let those muscles be for a moment and just concentrate on this. So the main things you want to work on is your forehead, your wrinkles around your eyes like I've showed you, this area here, you want to work on this, your nose of course, but you could probably leave your nose for a bit if you're working this muscle here, because it's going to work your nose muscle anyway, and it's still going to have that lifting experience. Now of course the other thing, and I always talk about this, the other thing that helps marionette lines is the little laser device. Now if you have the laser device and want to get one, basically when you use it in this direction, okay? So as you go down, you're pulling up, and you're going down and you're pulling up. So you start from the top of the nose and you pull across, and then do sweeping actions like a U action across and up. Now you can do that probably, I'd say you could do that for about 5 to 10 minutes either side. Of course, you know, incorporate the other things, you know, if you've got other areas that you want to work on. But when you're using my little device, always move it up in an upwards direction. Now, the really good news that I've got about my device is that in October 2013, I commissioned clinical trials. Now, these are clinical efficacy trials on this little device and the serum that comes with the device. And the results were outstanding. And if you'd like to have a look below, I've got the link where you can have a look at the results of the trial, and you'll see that there were many, many, many wonderful things that came out of it. So if you're going to use it for the marionette lines to lift, again, I would say use this and use it in conjunction with the facial exercises. That is my philosophy, that you need to do facial exercises, you need to do some sort of red light and microcurrent therapy, and also you need to have a nice natural moisturiser, whether it's natural or organic, to nourish your skin. And that's my 3-step philosophy with skincare. It's just not going to happen overnight. And when companies, I laugh, I really laugh when I see it on TV, because companies will bring out a new product, apple stem cell, or stem cell of a Chinese newt, whatever it is, and then they'll say it firms the skin, or it lifts the skin, or it's firming, or it will take away your wrinkles. Now basically what these creams do is they might firm the skin, but you've got to realise the skin is like micro, it's a micro thin. And with that, with the thinness of the skin, all the different layers, what you need to do is you need to have the underlying muscles strong and firm, and as they strengthen, they stretch the skin, and of course that releases the skin, so you won't have any wrinkles. That is the only way you will get rid of wrinkles, unless you go and have face surgery, or unless you go and have Botox. And Botox or fillers, Botox, the generic name, all of those fillers are very bad, because in the end they work against you and they age you even more, because they make the skin atrophied, and then once the fillers start wearing off, then the skin starts to sag again, and it sags more because it's been frozen in position and hasn't had a chance to move around and exercise the muscles underneath. So but again, it's your choice. I mean, if you want to do that, that's your choice. I personally don't do that because I don't like the thought of needles going into my face anyway. Look, I've just gone the natural way and used the microcurrent and the red light therapy, and look, it's been working for me for the last, I've been using it since 2010, I think. You had this device since 2010 personally, and yes, I've been using this since 2010, and I'm very pleased with the results of all of the efforts that I've put into for my skin anyway, and for a woman my age, I'm very proud of myself that I've been able to do it. I don't like to bang on about all that stuff, but you know, there is a point where you do have to walk your talk, and if you are going to be in front of the camera, I believe that you know, you need to look your best, and look your best if I'm selling this natural skincare and all of these wonderful other things, I need to look the best I can. Anyway guys, look, thanks so much, really appreciate you listening. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks again so much for subscribing. Have a look below at the link, my clinical trials link, and if you're interested in grabbing the laser lift, it'll be there on the website. But I do suggest that you use this in conjunction with your facial exercises, because it will work beautifully. All right, you have a lovely day, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye.